Instagram, they just be looking and that's it. They just be looking
It
and
be
passing by.
listen.
They just be looking and passing. That's what
It
everybody
be
be
it
doing.
be like that.
It
It be
definitely.
like that.
Oh man, it definitely be
That's
like
it.
that.
Listen, it be like that until you really start popping. Then they
Right,
Oh,
then they then they want to like show love.
right.
bad.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey, but see, I heard that for that music stuff. Um, see, there's two stories I heard. I heard that like um a lot of these artists, their music gets passed through a masters system where they master the CDs and then they take it to like a place where they do rituals on it so people like the music.
Damn.
Like and X before he died, XXX,
Yeah.
he was talking about how certain frequencies you can
Yeah.
hit
I seen that.
and people will like it.
Yup. He definitely was bringing that up, and I was like, dang, that's true. That's why when you hear something, like they be knowing the stuff people want to hear, and that'll like keep you like in a trance or something
Yeah.
like that. It'll keep you in like a trance, like oh, that's why all this mumble rapping and stuff. That's why people can get away with not saying anything anymore, because I don't know, the music's different. The music's
Oh
different.
yeah. That's what I realized too. Like, man, a lot of this music nowadays, all it is just a good beat. No one's even saying any good lyrics anymore.
Right. We got a couple.
Yeah, we got a couple
We got
good
a
artists.
couple, but it's a couple. Like you could count them on one
Yeah,
hand.
but that couple of people aren't like they're not selling as much as like what
Cole and Kendrick, they doing super numbers.
yeah.
They doing every Cole and Kendrick are, and then is a drop off. After Cole is like the next person is like Big Sean, and he be doing like 150. Like it's not like I don't know. It's definitely yeah. And Drake is pop, so it's like that's he's pop. Like
Yeah, Drake is. I don't know. He's trying to be everything.
definitely, it's acting. Acting. He's just being an actor for real. Like
It's smart of him to like sing, rap, do pop. He's
definitely, it's
he's
easy. It's easy for him to transition when he started out acting. Like think about it. This to him, this could be just like a movie role. Like that's why every year he had different ethnicity. I can't even say the word ethnicity.
hell yeah. That's true. That's
Every
true.
year. That's it's like a movie role. It's like that's pretty crazy. If you really
It's
think
crazy.
about it.
Yeah, but I wonder what his ties are like.
Oh, he
'Cause
plugged in. He's plugged in.
Yeah.
Because he got the Wayne. Wayne bought him out. So Little Wayne, like, he was everybody's favorite rapper in like '08. So Little Wayne, he rolled, like Little Wayne put him on. He was riding Wayne coattails. And then when Wayne went to jail, that's when Drake and Nicki started taking over. Then Wayne,
Yeah, that's true.
he went to jail, and then that's when they really got their shine. And then now Drake bigger than Wayne. I never thought I'd see that day. That was crazy. Yeah.
Hell yeah. His concerts are like popping.
Yeah. Everybody, every race, every gender be going there. It's crazy. Like it's definitely another level. It's definitely
All that money though, he ain't doing shit.
he
All
not like he not owning shit. He not owning this. He's not on some whole shit yet. Definitely not.
Nah.
He's still being controlled. Like Birdman really, you saw Birdman, what Birdman did to Wayne. So if Birdman can do that to Wayne, anybody can get it.
Yep.
Like, yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, I feel I've seen a lot of videos though of like how sound could affect water and levitation. because sounds create like vibrations, you know?
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
that stuff is interesting to me too because like that I feel like that's the way of levitation in a sense because I was looking up, I was telling Vaughn or Keith that I was looking up this guy called Viktor Germetikov and he's a Russian scientist who was studying bugs and he came across this bug that um happened to like levitate. And
What?
so he decided to collect the wings of that bug and study the wings. And he found out that when he put it under a micro telescope, a microscope, he looked under the wings and he seen that it had like geometric structures, like hexagons with little pieces of hairs, and they reacted in a way where it would levitate like off the other wing. And so he decided to make a whole type of machine off the levitation of those wings. And I feel like he kind of like, in a sense, we all learn from nature,
Yeah,
and we can learn a lot from nature and how it moves. Instead, we're trying to learn off of like other people's ideas, and we're instead of like looking at nature and how nature does its things, you know?
yeah,
Because I feel like he mimicked the beetle in a sense. He created a vibration that activated the wings. So his machine that he created was able to go 1,000 feet into the air and 1,000 miles per hour.
damn.
Yeah, and he would, and I'm gonna pull up some images right now, and I'll show
Oh,
you.
but
It's pretty crazy because can you see what I'm looking at?
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
look at this. I'll show you. We'll go duck go. Victor.
What's DuckGo? What's DuckGo?
It's just another search engine that doesn't really like that doesn't censor what you search.
Oh, that's lit. What?
Yeah, it censors it, but you got to take off like certain settings, and you have to like, so it does a better job than I would say Google search engine does.
Okay.
All right, but you see all these images.
Yeah.
All right, so this guy right here, he created this little suitcase, and it folds out, and it creates this that he's on this platform,
Yeah.
and he made it, and this is what it looks like that. Oh shit. Basically, it looks like that. And this goes 1,000 miles an hour, not running on any type of electricity.
A
And
thousand miles per. Wait. You said that goes 1,000 miles per hour?
yes,
What?
you know why?
Nah. Wait. What is
Because,
that? That's crazy.
all right, look, you see this image right here?
Yeah. That is definitely levitating in the picture.
All right, it is in the picture. You're right about that. There's not really enough like videos out because what happened was the government took his ideas and like basically, I don't know, I think he died or something like that. They killed him or something.
Damn.
But
that's what they be doing.
but
That's
yeah,
what they
but the way he was able to fly 1,000 miles an hour and not have no type of G force, because you know if you were going 1,000 miles an hour, you would have some kind of G force, some kind of like a force that would like not allow you to go that. This is what happened right here in this image right here. You see this? Basically, he was able to go that fast because gravity was gone away from him. So like it created a force around him, its own type of barrier. You see how it has this like bottle barrier around it?
Yeah.
Well, it went or it created a force, and it also disrupt time because they found a correlation between gravity and time. And whenever he was around or whenever he had a watch in his hand, the time would be a lot slower than the time that we were in.
What? Wait, so
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, bro. It's crazy when you look
What?
it's crazy. This guy was talking about it right here. This guy right here. He talks about it like it creates a force.
It's Viktor Grebennikov, My World. Okay. I'm not showing off. I just know what it means. Okay. I have a contact in Russia named Elaine, all in Russian, and also physical material. It doesn't die. So all the dust in your house, that's billion-year-old.
Let me show you when he says it.
They repel electricity. These nanostructure arrays, when you look at it, it's machined. It's where you go. Eventually, you're going to hit a beetle or a butterfly or a microscope. These stars shut out from under the microscope and ink pen up into the air, naming the class to which this insect belongs. Again, I wrote in the letter, and the hexagonal, holding what all this led to. It looks like he's an next one, please. Actual stand.
They did a study on this guy.
And he said when he opens, he's got a Japanese fan.
Okay.
Okay. And he said I'm right about this. So in each corner of the box, he went out and he got to the front. He goes up to 1,000 feet. With the amount of cuts he's got and the repulsion ability they have, he can only go to 1,000 feet.
You listening?
The fastest he's ever gone, 920 miles an hour. And
920 miles an hour.
Translation error. He says when he's flying that there's like an energy grid around him. Now, I don't know if you know much about levitation reports and stuff, but John Keely said when he flew his flying machine that he floated up in the air, flew 500 miles an hour, came back, not a hair on his head was mussed. It's like an energy bubble around him. Why? Because gravity's been repelled away from you. Therefore, wind and everything else has been repelled away from him. So it's quite possible he could do this. And you say, well, all he can do is go up. How does he go forward? Well, he half turns one of the clutch cables, so the two fans in the front are half closed, and that causes him to tilt forward, and he flies forward. That's how he goes. And when he flies it like a surfboard. So now you want to ride something like that? It's out in the parking lot. Okay. Now the next one, please. When he's on this thing, it's invisible. It's not totally invisible, but if you look up, you see a real thin blur. You wouldn't know what it was. Why? Because gravity entrains the light, and it's like it goes around the ship or around the machine and recombines at the bottom. So when you look up, he's completely invisible. That's what he says.
So when did this? What time did this happen? Like when did this? When was this guy around?
Let me look it up. I think it was like 1949 or something like that.
Dang, people was getting away with a lot with no cameras, with no cameras and camera phones. Think about all the stuff now that you can't.
Hell
really,
yeah. Let me see let me see what happened to Victor. Or let's see what happened to Victor.
See, they don't tell you nothing about Nikola Tesla though. The government killed both of them niggas.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I would be sick as hell if I'm starting a movement and then the government come trying to off me. Because when they want you, they gonna find a way to get you for real.
Hell yeah.
It's hard to get away from them. They be having.
That's why I'm not with that group shit. Because as soon as you identify as a group, you become a fucking target.
Definitely.
Nah, it's the leader of that group.
The leader, yeah, the leaders begin. The leader, and then the second in command.
Everybody else getting tracked just as much as the leader. So the shit don't even make a difference whether you a leader or a follower. On some real shit, they play dirty. You gotta keep it real with yourself.
Yeah, they definitely be playing dirty
and not be naive.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta beat them at their own game. Just like you said, life is like a chess game.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. But what if we just be in control? My life.
See, the thing is, people don't know how to do shit without removing emotion, and every choice people make is emotionally driven instead of just being strategic. Because you don't have to involve your emotions in everything. I understand that a lot of shit, emotions is inevitable, but you gotta just try your best to remove them from the situation so you can make the best decision for yourself.
Right. Like,
Yeah, a lot of politicians do that, and they don't give a shit about human beings.
yeah, they don't give a fuck about none of that.
So that show you right there, like if they do it, why the fuck it's so hard for us to do this shit? We just
I think
actually,
that's
Politicians be having to fuck a lot of people over.
yeah.
They be having to do a lot of fucked up shit. They be
Okay,
selling
look,
people a
look.
dream.
You see this right here? He got a patent for it, a device for applying energy in 1996, or published in 1996.
Device for applying energy. Damn. How do you patent that?
In
Bro.
1976. That's what around the time he was alive.
And what
I'ma
did they
be-
say about? Do they say anything about his death? Is it just like it's like a mystery?
I'm not sure.
Like I've been thinking, like, what if we're all like all our actions and stuff? Like, what if we're being controlled? Like sometimes in my life, I feel like I've been feeling like life is a TV show. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
Are you serious right now?
bro, I swear, I wouldn't lie to you. Like I feel like people be like people. I just can't hear the laugh track and the awes. Real rap, bro. I just can't hear the laugh track.
So you really feel like your life is being controlled?
Not controlled. Like I feel like I have control of my life, but everything it just feel like it's TV shows. Like
Or
two
what
TV
if
shows.
what if you just feel like everything is real but shit just not going your way?
I don't know, man.
Because if life feel like a movie right now, just imagine how it would feel if shit was actually going how you felt it should.
Man, if shit went the way I felt it should, we would have a better world.
So
If,
you
bro,
can't.
if
So
life
you
was
can't.
going the way I felt it should, it would be heaven. It would be a form of heaven.
But what the hell is heaven?
I
You don't even know what heaven is.
To me, heaven, in my perspective, I feel like we all have our own perspective of how heaven is, but in my own sense, I feel like it's where everybody is. I would say.
But my thing is, you can't just say, "Oh, my life will be heaven," if you don't even know what the hell heaven is.
like
That's true, but we have our own idea of what heaven is.
yeah, we all have our own like our perfect. I don't want to say utopia.
That's even more the reason why you can't say heaven. I mean, I'm not saying you can't because you're being subjective and explaining your experience, but in explaining that when you say heaven, I'm just like, what the hell is heaven? That's just like a quick response that's not well thought out about what you feel shit should be like. Because I don't know what the hell heaven is, to be honest.
I've been building heaven up in my head for a long time.
What's the definition of heaven? Let me see. What's the definition of heaven?
Because excuse me, if you think about it in the esoteric sense, everything revolves back to nature. So if you want to be technical, we're in heaven since we're living within nature. If you want to speak in the esoteric sense, but once you start stipulating shit and saying, "Oh, this is that way," you're speaking in a subjective sense, and it's not esoteric anymore because you're removing nature and highlighting all the shit you don't like instead of appreciating all the benefits and the fruits of the labor of nature.
I couldn't say this would be heaven. It's still homeless people. It's people starving, niggas dying.
But that's what I'm saying. I said if you're speaking in the esoteric sense, like if you're just speaking esoterically, like just nature and how everything was before America and our idea of what this world is came to play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that all really goes back to perspective and how people view things. So it's just really all about what you see, because your thoughts become your reality, as I always say. And shout out to the 2 viewers we got in here.
Definitely.
But we was looking at this earlier, so we're gonna speak about
the fall of men.
the pineal gland.
Oh, the pineal gland.
Yeah, and we're gonna cover the pineal gland and the 7 chakras for a little bit. So let's take a look at this and read this. So it says the pineal gland is a cone-shaped body joint to the roof of the third ventricle in the brain by a flattened stalk called the habenula. Let me tell y'all right now, I might mispronounce some words, but bear with me. Y'all reading this shit right along with me, so y'all can pronounce it out as I'm pronouncing it too. But pituitary body. These 2 pineal glands and pituitary body have been called the head and the tail retrospectively of the dragon of wisdom. The pineal gland is so placed that it forms a little door between the third and fourth ventricles, clothing the contents of the third heavenly water from the fourth. The third ventricle is the reservoir, so to speak, of a cerebral fluid secreted by the whatever that is cells of the chloride plexus. This fluid was known by the ancients as the nectar of life, divine fluid and heavenly water. Hall says of it. Louis, you want to go into that little breakdown that we had before we went live?
Yeah, I'm already on it right now. Give me a sec. I want to actually, because I like to give content while I speak, or you know what I mean. I don't want to just feel like I'm going off the.
Yeah, and like if you look here and you think about, well, I can speak in like a sense for Christians because I used to be Christian at one point and I went to church and shit.
Yeah,
but at this sentence here where it says the third ventricle is the reservoir, so to speak, of a cerebral fluid secreted by the, however you pronounce that word. The fluid was known by the ancients as the nectar of life, divine fluid, and heavenly water. So when I was in church, they used to always do what was called prayer for the children, and we would have to go down there and they would pray over us and shit. And then sometimes they would rub the holy oil like right in the middle of your forehead. At the time, I just thought it was like kind of weird because my forehead would be shiny as shit. But now that I'm reading this, I'm thinking about the symbolism, and they knew exactly what they was doing. So that was their way of trying to conflict with my pineal gland and keep me under that spell of Christianity. That's how I'm looking at it. Because whatever
they knew what they was doing.
Whatever that fucking oil was conflicting me and had me under the roots of Christianity and had me thinking if I didn't pray or if I didn't thank Jesus, shit was gonna go bad. But my pineal gland said, "No, nigga, let my man go." And look at me now, free as a bird. But I'm gonna let you go into your breakdown.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, I don't know. Have you ever thought and asked yourself, like, why do we accept ideas and disagree with ideas? Like, what makes one person agree with something and another person disagree with something?
I think it's like life experiences. Like when someone's saying something that you're agreeing with at that point in your life, you be like, "Dang, I feel what they're saying." Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's the type of stuff. Like when people are at their bottom and then they run a religion and they be like, "God save me" or something like that. That's like stuff like that. I mean, You know what I mean? Like when they was at the lowest point of their life, or
See, I think a lot of people just easily agree with the common narrative because that's the easy thing to do, and it's kind of overwhelming, stressful. Um, uh, things are very intricate, and it takes a lot to open your mind and actually use the brain that this alleged God gave you.
Right.
So, so it's just like it's very challenging for people to actually go against the common narrative and have a mind of their own. But you know, a lot of people just like to take the easy way out.
Yeah, I feel it. All right. Well, here's Jim Carrey, and he's speaking about what we were talking about, penile gland and the sacred fluid.
About alchemical sexual alchemy. Do you know that the story?
All right.
Do you know about alchemical sexual alchemy? Do you know that the story of Jesus, how it's been altered in certain ways? I mean, yes, there's a guy, yes, there's teachings, all that stuff. The parallel between that and alchemical sex is that there's 33 vertebrae in your spine. There's 33 years in the life of Jesus. Okay, there is a substance, a liquid, or substance that comes from your medulla, which is basically completely looks like the Ark of the Covenant, has angels and around it, the whole thing. So this substance comes from your medulla. It makes the trip down your spine to your sacrum, which is Christ coming down into human form. And if you don't squander that essence, that sexual essence, it ascends and it goes back onto heaven, which is your thing. It's also the story of Santa Claus. Why he comes down the chimney is because this juice, whatever substance actually passes what's called the cloud spout, which is where we got Santa Claus. Hey guys, I wasn't going to make a video today because I'm traveling to the UK for a week and a half, 2 weeks.
But that was part of it right there. And this guy right here, Santos Bonacci, he speaks about it too. A lot of people speak about this fluid that we have, and when they say you give 10% of your tithing in church, well, there's that fluid. They say that you get 10% of that fluid to your body or something, and then it goes back up. And it activates, and it's supposed to activate every neuron in your brain and allow you to think and process stuff and activate certain levels of energy. It's crazy. I don't know if this is the video where he talks about it though. It's really low, so I'm not going to show you this video, but there's a lot of information out there about this fluid and your kundalini.
All right, look at this right here. It says is not this do the lux or light fluid, the pure asaka, the fiery mist, the heavenly luminous water, the whatever that word is, fiery water, or the seal, the crystalline before the throne of God, the fountain from which flows four ethereal rivers from ethereal rivers at the water that water the whole earth. The pineal gland is the seat of the seventh chakra, wheel of force or energy, center in man. According to the Atruno Finch of India, there are seven chakras which exist along the spinal column. These energy centers or chakras are stimulated into operation by serpentine or twisting force called in Sanskrit Kundalini. Kundalini lies coiled in the sacral plexus where it rests upon the triangular bone at the bottom of the spine. And three. Oh, this is getting interesting.
Yeah, you see that Kundalini? It lies at the bottom, kind of where your tailbone is. And when you drop that Christ fluid, that Kundalini is supposed to raise the fluid back up, and you're supposed to feel this like. Some people say it's like a snake type feeling where it's doing this. Let me take
But
it.
it's crazy where it says like, no, this is where the pineal gland is, and if you think about it, to my knowledge, every time I was in church and I said how they put that shit on my face, it was like somewhere around this area, so they knew exactly what the fuck they was doing.
They was plotting on you.
This shit is interesting. See, my thing is the Nation of Islam is fucking this joint up by saying the black man
See
and the
that?
black woman.
It says right there. When that serpentine force or kundalini is at the pineal gland, the seventh chakra called Sahasrara is activated and the third eye is open. Man is
thus in union with his higher self,
which is
God.
See, that's what I'm feeling. I feel like there's certain ways of meditation, like yoga and breathing practices, where we're able to do that. Like heal our bodies in certain ways. Because there's this man, his name's I think it's I know his last name, Wim Hof, and he climbed Mount Everest in literally some shorts, no shirt, no.
Was he white?
Yeah.
That's white people are different.
Yeah. Hey, but scientists were studying him, and they found out that he learned a certain breathing technique. And this breathing technique, I'll tell you. But basically, he was able to activate his immune system to where, like, it would heat up his body, and he would be able to withstand very extreme cold temperatures. But
that's some crazy shit.
yeah, this is him right here.
I just tried that Amazon pack.
But people have tried the challenge too, where they've went with him and they were able to do almost the same exact things as him.
Is this a dude? This not the dude that was like jogging in the when it was snowing outside, is it?
Yeah.
That's him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, he was able to swim in the Antarctic water, under the water, and like where it would be like freezing ice cold.
Damn.
It's crazy. People have done the challenge too, where they took in cold showers for like months, and they felt changes. Look, all these people, they felt like changes.
Hold on, go back. They're all white.
All right.
Oh wait, that's a light skin zone. That's a light skin zone. I think that's a light skin zone. All right.
I like the warm, hot place. I like palm trees.
So
Oh, but as long as I'm in a place like that.
So what is he saying after the cold shower? Like he's saying like what happens to him?
Okay, your skin starts looking better. Your body, because your body goes into, when you, not hot to cold showers, but extremely cold showers, and you go in there and you keep doing this, your body never gets used to it. But your body puts you in a breathing state where you're breathing a lot harder, and this cold water affects your immune system in a way where it activates it, I guess. And people's hair started looking clear, their skin started looking clear, they started feeling more awake and alive.
Wow. That's crazy. Do
Yeah.
do you take cold showers?
Nah, what I do is I take warm showers and then I work my way to cold. But man, it's so hard to do cold
Yeah.
when you're in a cold environment.
Right. You gonna get out the shower for you. Yo, I don't know. Like taking that's definitely a transition because we've all been taking hot showers our whole lives. It's definitely
Yeah, because they say that the hot showers is bad for our body because we put it under intense stress. But I want to try. Eventually, I want to work my way into doing this stuff. But man, it's challenging when your house is cold all the time.
right.
So, and I respect the cold.
But like he did practices where he brought a whole group of people.
I tell myself that it's not going to be cold and that it's going to feel good and it's going to be warm. Struggle for breath for a while, get the breathing right. What do you think?
But basically, what was I gonna say? What is it? He did like heavy breathing challenges, and scientists like he broke world records of being in ice for the longest amount of time. And I forgot what else I was going to say about that, but it's a challenge. Like I guess there's a whole bunch of people that have done it and they're able to achieve their goals too because mentally it's challenging.
Yo, I'm about to drop a fucking bomb on y'all right now. Y'all ready for this?
Like an explosion?
Yeah, like a real explosion. Y'all about to think I'm fucking crazy. So, what if I told you that the terms black and African American are complete horseshit and they have no standing and respect in the court of law?
In the court of law?
Yes.
Yeah, like basically black people are considered animals.
Animals, property, whatever the hell you want to call it besides a person.
So
anyone of color.
When we call ourselves black, we're saying we're not a whole person.
I mean, it's cool to say you black, but like when
to
you
the government, you telling them that ain't
shit, like bro.
Yo,
listen,
you know what's crazy? I took this online surveys you get paid for, right? So I was taking them and they was giving me like a little bit of money. Bro, they was giving me like 2 cents, bro. I was like, that's bullshit. So I was like, all right, let me take this test and let me say I'm another race. So I put white Caucasian. These motherfuckers gave me like 50 cents, bro. How you go
for a better understanding, let me play this video for the people so they could just see I'm not crazy, because this shit is ridiculous.
Calloway or paypal.me/Dane Calloway to support me.
Can y'all see the video?
My content.
Yeah.
Any amount is very much appreciated, and I humbly thank you.
Shout out to Dane Calloway. He probably gonna see this shit anyway, but I don't want niggas to think I'm still in this shit.
I don't like how we're treated just because of our color doesn't mean anything. I believe that you're doing great. You're doing a great job.
Why black parents always gotta fucking yell at you? Even when she trying to do a good thing, they still gotta fucking yell. Like, what the fuck?
Bro, they be going through a lot, bro. They be going through a lot.
They ain't the only ones.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Our fathers and mothers are killed, and we can't receive them anymore. It's a shame that we have to go to that graveyard and bury them.
It makes sense why a whole bunch of these people are dying from police and all that.
We need our fathers.
They're being
Exactly.
sold through slavery, slave trades, and all that.
The judge already know the decision before they even go on trial.
I was
Because
watching a
the
video
law
that
is
was
already established.
We do this because we need to have rights.
I was watching a video on that too. How anyone who goes in the court system, you automatically have given up your rights, and the person that defends you is your lawyer or your attorney. And
Wait, say that again.
I watched a video of these people who are familiar with the law, and basically, when you go in a courtroom, you've given up all your rights, and you basically said that you're guilty, and it's your attorney or lawyer's job to convince who the government believes to be God, and the God in the courtroom is the judge, and you got to convince the judge.
Yo, people do be talking to
Bro,
judges like they
Yo,
God.
yo. You know what I just thought about? Like, you know how they when you go to court and shit, you got swear in the Bible.
Yeah.
What if you don't believe in the fucking Bible, and what if you don't believe in God?
I think they still make you.
That's anything.
I think they still make you. They be like, right? You could be like, yo,
Yo, that's
say whatever you want, though.
anything. But like what? Like see, this is the prime example of how this is bullshit. Cause like they can say you can be charged for lying under lying under oath, which is called perjury. But how can you lie under oath when you swore to something you don't even fucking believe in?
Right.
that is
That's
true.
bullshit.
Yo, somebody
That's
gotta
fucking bullshit.
somebody gotta have balls enough to say that to a judge, but they might get time. They definitely getting time.
Bro, the best thing is just stay far away from court and you won't even have to worry about it. Like that's what people don't, bro. That's what people don't understand. Like it's certain shit that happen in the universe that provoke you to get a reaction out of you. And what the universe is doing is seeing how the fuck you gonna act. And determining how you gonna act is what in turn the universe is gonna give you. So if you act like an asshole, the universe gonna give you some asshole shit. So you know you're gonna have to deal with the assholes in the courtroom. You're gonna have to deal with some asshole cops. You're gonna have to deal with some asshole people. So now you just living an asshole life. But if you decide to look at shit on the contrary, because you're cognizant of the shit that's going on and you know the little games they try to play with you, you don't have to worry about that shit. And that's my whole thing. People be aware of shit, yet they still fall right into the bullshit and then want you to feel sorry for them. Like the shit that happened with the nigga that cut his fucking dreads just to wrestle in a bullshit ass wrestling match. I don't have no sympathy. I don't have no sympathy for that nigga. He's a bitch. He's an asshole.
Bro, why you gotta be a bitch?
Bro, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. What that nigga don't have no fucking integrity. Cause any man of integrity when bro, it don't matter. It don't
He's
matter.
surrounded by white people.
It don't matter. You should have even more integrity in that situation.
He should. But
did you see that?
Ain't
video?
No but. I don't want to
Did
hear
you
no justification for it. I don't want to hear no justification for it.
Did you see
but.
that video?
Ain't no but. And then the white chick that's cutting his dread, she just cutting that shit off. She don't even know what the fuck she doing.
Right, she don't give a fuck about that, nigga.
But my thing is, why the fuck is that wrestling match so much more important than your fucking integrity? That they just want to present black men in the media as pussies, and that was some pussy ass shit that he did.
That's
That
true.
is not a man of integrity, and black men don't do no bitch ass shit like that. Now this shit making national headlines because boy want to do some bitch ass shit. I don't respect that shit. I'm not disrespecting his character, none of that, because I don't know him. But what I'm saying is his actions show that he's a man with no integrity, and that's my whole thing.
What if we don't know what he been through to get to that position though?
Bro, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Should have not did it.
Because listen. For one, that referee has a history of doing some racist shit.
Yeah.
But even if he didn't have done it, if he would have got disqualified, his team would have lost, whatever.
Bro, look, if he wouldn't have done it,
listen, it still would have made national headlines.
No,
people would have felt bad. They would have made a GoFundMe for him, and boom.
No, bro, if he didn't do it,
either way, because they would have made a big deal and said the school is racist for not letting him fight. So even if he didn't cut his hair, it still would have been a big deal.
It wouldn't have been as big as a deal as it is that his shit got cut off.
It is because he's showing how much of a bitch he is and how much integrity he don't got by letting him cut his shit.
He was a young boy, man. He probably be in control.
It don't take 2 days. Bro, no.
Yeah, bro, young boys get control. Young boys get control, bro. I hear you. It's hard to
why are you making excuses for him?
I'm just saying it's hard to be a free thinker as a young boy, especially around.
No, it's not.
All right.
That nigga knew he wanted to grow his dreads, and he grew like.
He definitely grew them.
Look at my shit. I'm growing my shit now. You think I'm gonna just let somebody cut my shit off just cause? Oh, like you think if I go apply for a job and they say, oh, either cut your hair or get this job, what you think I'm gonna do? I ain't cutting my shit off.
You ain't that
I ain't cutting my shit off. I'm not cutting my shit off. What the fuck my hair got to do with my ability to do this job? Not a damn thing. It's just your perception and how you think I should look in your workplace.
That's true.
If that's the case, I will take my
this is America.
my brown complexion self somewhere else. Point blank. See, the thing is, people are okay with conforming to the standards that people want them to conform to. Me, I'm not okay with that shit. And I am a man of integrity. You're not going to make me do something that I don't want to do. And that's the problem with a lot of so-called black men out here. They say they have integrity and all that shit, but they don't got no integrity. What you say, bro?
So you better cut your hair.
I wish I would.
Yeah.
Wish a nigga would.
Hey, bro, like if he didn't cut his dreads and didn't fight, bro, it was not making no headlines. It's nutty, all that, but it maybe it's serving a bigger purpose. That shit was
went somewhere else, and if he believed in his skill so much, he could have went somewhere else, somewhere where they were more accepting, because you know
how they got like HBCUs and shit, and they got private schools and shit.
Yeah,
it's his fault for putting himself in that environment. And when you put yourself in that environment and you know the type of people you dealing with,
his parents put him in that environment.
Either way, his parents know the type of people he dealing with. They dealing with.
Bro.
Bro, I don't understand why you trying to make excuses. And
I'm not trying to make it. I'm just looking at it from another perspective.
I see the other perspective, but
it's nutty. It's nutty.
It's not nutty. It's just a prime example of how these men that call themselves black men don't have no fucking integrity. Malcolm X ain't die for this shit. I don't got a picture of Malcolm X hanging up in my crib for no fucking reason. He didn't die for niggas to not be out here having no fucking integrity. Bro, maybe Martin Luther King did, but I know for damn sure Malcolm X didn't.
Bro, black young boys don't have no guidance. They don't have any guidance.
That nigga that got his hair cut, I bet you $100 that Martin Luther King is his role model. And he probably did a speech about Martin Luther King.
I don't
and he probably don't like Malcolm X, and he hate Malcolm X. I guarantee you, I promise.
Bro, black men don't be having no guidance, bro. The same
exactly.
Bro,
exactly.
The same way he got his dreads cut off. Like, bro, niggas hanging on the block is corny too. Like, nobody telling them that shit not cool.
Bro, niggas is. But the thing is,
but them on
you
the
can't
block,
help what you don't know. It's niggas that just hanging on the block, and it's niggas that's hanging on the block because they making money and they doing what the fuck they gotta do. That's the thing. You can't get that shit confused. So don't just say, oh, niggas hanging on the block, because it's niggas that's hanging on the block making money.
Bro, they holding down a block that's not theirs.
Okay, you right. You right.
Not making money.
Bro, they're making money by selling drugs to their community. So they're
bro,
they
and
making
going to
money.
jail, bro. Everybody that sell drugs go to jail for real.
Okay. That's on them. That's on them. That's
Bro,
on them.
you gotta tell people other ways to make money and shit, bro. That's nutty.
Bro,
I'm just like,
look, the way I look at it is you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. It's a lot of divergent programs out here. It's a lot of shit. Niggas make their choice. It's clear. Niggas know the circumstances of their decisions. So
I don't think niggas make this choice, bro. I think niggas is brainwashed. I don't think they.
You're right. You're right. But it's up to you to get out of that brainwash and get out of that programming. Cause look at it like this. It's niggas like me out here that be on Instagram all the time, like posting little different shit. And niggas feel like niggas really be arguing me down with their life, supporting the programming and shit that we talking about right now. So that right there show you how naive people really is and how oblivious they is to the shit that's going on. So you got to keep it real with yourself. That's my whole thing. Niggas be fighting it.
Niggas don't know how to
like I'm crazy.
Bro, niggas don't know how to keep real with themselves, bro. They just
Bro,
at the end of the day.
Listen, that's the whole thing.
You're not taught to though. They're not. You got to be taught certain things like integrity. You don't just have integrity. You learn.
You don't have to. You don't have to be taught everything.
You don't.
That's part of being a man.
I agree.
It's part of experiencing life and experiencing that shit head on and going through shit, hardships, ups, downs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a part of building integrity. Cause it's certain shit that you go through that make you not deal with certain shit. And it's certain shit that you don't go through that you don't know how to deal with certain shit. So even if a motherfucker teach you something, you still niggas
you don't
still
gotta
be
follow
stupid.
Yeah. That's true.
That drug money though, sometimes it be looking nice.
It do until you get off or you go to jail. That's Yo, everybody that sell drugs be going to jail, man. I don't know too many people that trap or traps and then haven't been
got
a record.
What do you expect to happen? What outcome do you expect when the government put these drugs in the community?
Bro, fuck them drugs.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Along with putting these drugs in the community, they put certain niggas in the community and make them kingpins. So these niggas that be kingpins in the community, they don't just be, you know what I'm saying, they be products of the government.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
That's why it be certain niggas out here that never got arrested, that got all this bread because they're working with the government. They working with the government to keep certain communities down. Because think about it like this, bro. With all the resources that this government got and all this shit, they could stop all of this drugs and all of this everything. But the reality of the circumstances, it's bringing in entirely too much revenue to stop it. And then the crazy part about it is the first time they smuggled drugs, they probably was doing it as an experiment. But they seen how much money it started making, so they just got out of hand with the shit. So this shit is a game.
Yup, I've seen stories about
you either gotta play the game or get fucking played, and a lot of people is getting played.
Where people woke up.
I feel like I'm behind the joystick. I'm not getting controlled by the joystick.
Right.
Yeah.
So
there's people that
keep it real with yourself.
There's people that have woken up and went in their alley and found crates of drugs and crates of guns planted by the FBI and communities.
That shit just ain't gonna fall out the sky. Jesus ain't gonna bless you with no shit like that. Keep it real.
Definitely not. Not with an AK. It's some crack.
Not just a AK, a whole fucking cart, like an arsenal full of AKs.
Yep.
AKs, ammo.
Right.
cocaine,
Drugs. Cool. Yeah. Right.
all type of shit.
You already know.
Damn. It is crazy. I'm just saying, like,
Now, I understand where you're coming from too, because a lot of these people, they don't have people nurturing them. They don't have a woman or a mother nurturing them to teach them these lessons.
right, or even just a good role model, like a positive role model. They don't have that either. They got the kingpins that you were talking about, telling them, yo, if you really want to make money, sling this rock or sell these drugs or hold this block down. That's nutty.
But that goes back to my point I made when I said that the government has certain niggas that they put in these communities to make these niggas think that they kingpins, but whole time they fucking agents of the state and they working with the government. So they basically working with the government to keep a certain demographic of people down. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yep.
So they could even be playing the joke on us by even locking up the niggas that we think is the biggest kingpins in ever, but they still got niggas under them keeping this shit going.
Right.
Yep.
Or bro, this is funny. What if while the whole time we think these niggas locked up, they free and they
they somewhere chilling.
They just chilling.
They just somewhere chilling. That's very possible. That's very possible, yo. That's very possible. That's very.
Hey, you guys hear about that? When you're born, like we're supposed to basically put our feet on the land in order to claim inheritance and our stock within the corporate America.
Nah.
I'll show you some videos. It's pretty crazy.
I ain't heard it.
It goes into detail about how the United States is a corporation and we're all victims to the corporation because when we're born, we're given an ID, a social security card, and they have a full contract. When you're a baby, they take you in this little room and they put your feet print on a piece of paper. And that paper is your full contract, and they hide that contract, and basically parents hand you over to the state unknowingly. I'll show you some videos, and you'll be like, "Damn, that's crazy."
No, I feel like I feel like I heard some shit like that though. That sound about right.
All right.
Oh, all right. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna remember this point after this video.
So you see your birth certificate, American Banknote Company. You were born, they took the soul from you, your parents gave it up willingly, and they put you down as a stillborn, lost at sea, dead. You gave up the land, you gave up the soul that you have to pay for everything now. You can't see it, you're just gonna go along as a silly human slave for the rest of your life because you're filthy, fucking retarded. Now, you think you're on a ball floating through space as an accident, and that's not the case. The devil literally has your soul back and you're fucking lost at sea, legally dead. And you don't have to like it, but you gave up the land, you gave up your soul. And your parents moved away without even knowing.
Watch, I'll show you more. But what was that point you're gonna make on?
All the most races have a coming to age ceremony, and as like black people don't really have that. Like you know how Jewish people have like bar mitzvahs and I don't know all the ceremonies, but I know that there's
Wait,
a lot
wait,
of
wait,
ceremonies.
wait. I need you to clarify that statement. But when you say most races have coming of age ceremonies, I don't
Like,
understand what you mean.
what are the ceremonies? I don't even know all their names. Like, all right, Jewish people have bar mitzvahs. What's the
No, yeah, I
What is
think
it?
bar mitzvahs, but
Yeah, that's from
Jewish people also do that circumcision at birth, and apparently the priest be drinking the blood on some gay shit.
hell
So
yeah.
real shit?
that's some foul shit.
That's beyond foul. Yeah.
But
I know.
elaborate more on your point, because you can't just be throwing shit out there.
Okay,
and
so
not elaborating.
what do Hispanic people have when they're coming to age?
Quinceañera.
Yep. So they have that. I don't really know a great amount about the Asian culture, but I'm almost sure they have some from where a boy becomes a man. You know what I mean? In black culture, in our black culture, we don't have that. We just have
You wanna know why? Because it ain't, well, I ain't gonna make this an excuse, but I think one of the reasons can be like because there's no father figure in the house to like complete the household, so
right.
there's just like a lot of single parent households, and with that shit, it's hard to even support your kids, let alone have a fucking coming of age ceremony for them. Because my whole thing is with the whole coming of age thing, it's just a cultural thing, because it's just like,
It's important though. It's important though.
why is it important to
when there's no
highlight
when there's no transition,
bro?
from
Listen, no, see, that's bullshit, because what's important is the life you have every day. So it's nothing special about being 18 and living, and your life ain't gonna be no different than any other day. Cause what's
That's
gonna be what's gonna be different between the day before your birthday and the day after? Not a damn thing. You just gonna be a number higher than the one you was before the day changed. So what's really special and what's important?
most of those ceremonies, they be getting money, they be getting connections and stuff like that. Like that's very important.
See,
When I-
that's
when I-
all. That's all. See, that's brainwashed. You've been brainwashed to think that that's important, because
it's really
money
not.
and all of that shit. Because the thing is, when you have knowledge of self and you know who you are, that's the most important thing that you can have, is the knowledge of who you are. Because anything else like receiving money and gifts and all that shit is just extra, because you're more happy about who you are. Don't get me wrong, money and all that shit is good, but it's not everything. Like, people get so caught up in the wrong shit that they don't really be happy, because look at all
Yeah,
these celebrities that got money and they not really happy.
that's
That's
true. You
because
see,
that's because what they had to do to get to where they were, to the position they're at. I think that's why they're not happy.
But I'm talking about people. It's people like that got it from the muscle, like that didn't have to do nothing, that still have all of that shit but don't have nothing.
yeah, and when you think about it, these birthdays are created for us not to live longer, because we only have one birthday, the day we were born, and
Bro,
we keep celebrating our birthday every year. And this
what if I told you you had a
stuck in-
birthday every day you woke up, because you're birthing new life into existence? So that's a real birthday. Instead of celebrating your birthday once, you have a birthday every day, because
But
no day is the same and no day is
But
special.
you see, celebrating it every day though, it's just gonna keep you in a
It's not
in
even
a
a matter of celebrating it. It's just a matter of acknowledging and appreciating life. That's what I don't understand about the whole birthday things, because it's just like people get so caught up and they appreciate one day more than just actually appreciating the value of life and actually
I
being
know.
able to live to see another day. So
Hey, well, how
one
long are you guys
specific
gonna be
day
on the
is
live?
not specific than another. Shit, I don't know. I got work at 8 a.m. So I don't
What
know.
time is it?
It's 2 o'clock.
It's
God
10.
damn.
1:56. Yes.
All right, well, we'll call it right now, or
We can call it if y'all want.
Yeah, we can.
All right. Okay.
right.
We could get back on tomorrow because I'm off after tomorrow. So
all right,
we
tomorrow
good.
sounds good.
All right, bet. Yes, tomorrow sounds good.
We shall continue this shit.
Yeah, we'll continue.
All right, guys.
All right.
All right.